Sairam students, the lesson 3 questions. Yeah, how many questions did the king have? Yes, the king had 3 questions. Correct? What are they? Yeah, you know that. Then, so he decided to get an answer. Why? He thought that if he knew the answers for these 3 questions, he would never fail in his life. So it is a must for him. He had to get the answer. Correct? Then, so what did he do? To get the answer, he sent messengers throughout his kingdom. Did he get the answer? No. He got the answer, but everyone gave him different answers to the same question. So he was not satisfied with the answers. Next, what did he do? He decided to seek the advice of a hermit. Why? Because he is a hermit, is known for what? His wisdom. He is a wise man. So he decided to meet the hermit. Now, what did he do? The king put on his ordinary clothes and went to meet the hermit. Before he reached the hermit's hut, the king left his horse with his bodyguard and went alone. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king and continued digging. The king went up to the hermit and said, "I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer 3 questions." And he repeated the questions. The hermit listened to the king but did not speak. "You are tired," said the king. "Let me take the spade and work in your place." "Thanks," said the hermit, giving the king his spade. When the king had dug 2 beds, he stopped and repeated his questions. The hermit gave no answer. Now what did he do? He had to meet whom? The hermit. The king put on ordinary clothes. What did he do? He put on. Put present, put past participle. Put on means wear. What did he? Dharisu anta. What did he do? The king put on ordinary clothes. The king put on ordinary clothes. What is the tag? What is a tag? So it is a confusing one, remember. Why? Put. What is the tense of this one? It is in past tense, simple past tense. Correct? If it is a present tense, then there should be puts. Correct? So, didn't. King means he. Didn't he is the answer. Cut. Shut. Same word. So he put on ordinary, not special clothes and went to meet the hermit. He decided to meet the hermit. Before he reached the hermit's hut, subordinate clause, dependent clause. Before he reached the hermit's hut, what is hut? Gudisalu. The king left his horse with his bodyguard. He had gone there with whom? With his bodyguard. So he should not be recognized. Nobody should recognize him. So what did he do? He came in disguised manner, changed his dress. Nobody could identify him. So what did he do? He left the king. The king left his horse with his bodyguard. With is the preposition. And went alone. The king went alone. He went alone. What is a tag? Went means did go. Did go, went. So did is the helping verb. Not is not there. Didn't he. He went alone. Didn't he? Yes, he went alone. As the king came near the hermit's hut, so anyhow he reached the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground. So what was the hermit doing? He was digging the ground. Dig present. Dig, dug, dug. He was digging the ground. Honda ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. How to change into passive? He saw the hermit. He saw the hermit. This is the verb past tense. So this verb needs an object to complete its meaning. Objects are of two kinds. One direct object, another one indirect object. Correct? Indirect object is the person. So he saw the hermit. So it is a transitive verb. It needs an object to complete its meaning. Otherwise it is incomplete. Correct? So how to find out whether the verb is transitive or intransitive? Put he saw what. Put the word what after the verb. If you get an answer for this question, it is transitive. Then if you don't get the answer for this one, intransitive. Next, one more word, that is who. Who or whom. If you don't get answer to this one, then put who or whom. He saw who. He saw whom. If you get an answer here, then it becomes a transitive verb. Otherwise it is intransitive. So if you get answer either of this one, either this what or who, then the verb becomes transitive verb. Only transitive verbs can be changed into passive. Intransitive cannot be changed into passive. See, for example, he smiles. He smiles. Full stop. You can put a full stop. It gives full meaning. So it doesn't need any other object to complete its meaning. So it is, what is that? Intransitive. Correct? Then, so here, what is the answer? The hermit, past tense, singular, so was, the hermit was, saw, seen by him. The hermit was seen by him. Next. He saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. Now frame a sentence. In front of. In front of. Okay? The teacher is sitting in front of the students. There is a flag post in front of our school. So you frame your own sentence. It's a homework for you. In front of his hut, he greeted the king. Passive. He greeted the king. Now see whether the word greeted is transitive or intransitive. He greeted what? No answer. He greeted whom? The king. So there is an answer. So it is transitive. We can change it into passive voice. So how should? The king was singular, king singular, past tense. So was greeted by him. The king was greeted by him. Greeted is a transitive verb, finite verb, which tells the tense. He greeted the king and continued digging. Opposite of continue, discontinue. Correct? Then come to next. The king went up to the hermit and said. He went near the hermit and said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer 3 questions. Why have I come here? Correct? I have come to you, O wise hermit. You are a wise hermit. To get an answer for my questions. So I need answer for my questions. I have 3 questions. So please tell me. So after waiting some time, he asked the hermit. So who is the I here? The king is the I. Then who is the wise man here? The hermit. Then why had the king come there? To get an answer for 3 questions. And he repeated the 3 questions. Repeat present, repeated past, repeated past participle. He repeated the 3 questions. Did the hermit give an answer? Did the hermit reply? The hermit listened to the king. Listen and hear. So what is the difference between listening and hear? Hear. The hermit listened to the king, but did not speak. See the conjunction, but. Conjunction of contrast. First sentence is opposite to the second sentence. If it is addition, we use and. It is opposite, so we use but. He is intelligent, but lazy. Opposite. He is intelligent dash hardworking. There we should use and. He is intelligent and hardworking joined with the help of a conjunction and. Why? Because there is a similar parts. But did not speak. You are tired. Who said? King said. Who is the you? Hermit is the you. You are tired. You are fed up. You need some rest. You need some sleep. Correct? So you are tired. That is why you are not answering me. You are not responding to me. That is why you are silent. So you need some rest. He said, you are tired. It's a tiresome work, said the king. Let me take the spade and work in your place. Who said this? King said this. In your place, your means hermit's place. What was the hermit doing? He was digging the bed. Let the spade be taken by me, passive, and work in your place. So what did the king do? King decided to take the spade from him and work for him. What is a spade? Spade means spade, a tool for digging. A tool for digging is a spade. Thanks, said the hermit. He felt very happy. He said, thanks. Giving the king his spade. So what did he do? He gave his spade to the king and said that, what did he say? Thanks. He thanked him. When the king had dug. So what is the tense of that sentence? When the king had dug 2 beds, it is in past perfect, had dug, and it is a subordinate clause. It cannot give full meaning. It depends on the next sentence to give full meaning. And these 2 sentences are joined with the help of a conjunction. Now, which is the conjunction used here? That is when, time. When is the conjunction. So, it is called subordinating conjunction. When is called subordinating conjunction. Why? It joins a subordinate clause to the main clause or dependent clause to the main clause, independent clause. So, when the king had dug 2 beds, it cannot give full meaning. It has a verb, it has a subject, but doesn't give full meaning. Then, he stopped. He stopped gives full meaning. Though it has only 2 words, it gives full meaning. He stopped. Then, join the subordinate. When the king had dug 2 beds. If you put the subordinate clause in the beginning, there should be a comma. See here. If you put the main clause in the beginning of the sentence, no need of what? Comma. And repeated his 3 questions. The hermit gave no answer. Hermit did not answer. Hermit did not respond. He was silent. Correct? Now, what is the condition? What is the feeling of? What might be the feeling of whom? The king. He might have got angry. Next, see. Come to the 4th paragraph. 1 hour passed, then another. The sun went down behind the trees, and at last the king stuck the spade into the ground and said, I came to you, wise man, for answer to my questions. If you can give no answer, tell me so, and I will return home. So he said. So the response of the hermit angered the king. 1 hour passed, 1 ಗಂಟೆ ಕಳೆಯಿತು. Then another, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗಂಟೆ ಕಳೆಯಿತು. Who was working there? King was working. For whom? For the hermit. The sun went down. Did the sun go down? Yes, the sun went down. The sun went down, comma, dash, question mark, tag. What is the tag? Didn't it. Behind the trees means it was evening. Correct? It was evening. And at last the king stuck. Stick. Present tense. Stuck. Past tense. Stuck. Past participle. Stick, stuck, stuck. What is stick into? Stick means to put something somewhere quickly and without much care. Stick into means to position something. How? By pushing. To keep something by pushing. So what did he do? Because of anger, he stuck the spade into the ground. Alli haage idtane. Why? Because of anger, he was not satisfied. And at last the king stuck the spade into the ground and said, what did he say? Sticking the spade into the ground, the king said, I came to you. He, how to change it to indirect speech? The king said, I came to you. You means here hermit. How to change indirect speech? The king, so this is the introductory part, this is the speech part. So in indirect speech, speech part and introductory part should be joined. So what is called a joining word? It is a conjunction. So we need a conjunction. So conjunction changes from sentence to sentence. If it is assertive sentence, that is the conjunction. I think this one is assertive. So the king, you can retain said that he, as per the rule, simple present becomes simple past. This one is in simple past, so it becomes a past perfect. So that past perfect means had. Had takes come. He had come to the hermit. You becomes him. He had come to him. Why? He had come to him. Why? Wise man, for answer, to get an answer to my questions. So I should get an answer to my questions. That is why I came to you. Why? Because you are a wise man. If you can give no answer, if you are not in a position to give an answer, if you are not in a position to give me an answer, if you could not give me an answer, if you are not able to give me an answer, then if you can never, can indicates what? Ability. No answer, tell me so. Reveal it. Tell me so. Nanige gottilla anta helu. And I will return back. I will go back home. ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಹಿಂದಿರುಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So the king said, I will return home. How to change it to indirect speech? Can you do it? Write the answer. The king said. So it is assertive sentence. The king said, joining word, that I is the king, so he will becomes, as this one is a past tense, it should be will becomes would. Would return home. He would return home. Now see the tag. I will return home. What is the tag? Question tag. Will. So contracted form of will not is won't I. Will not means contracted form. You should not write like this. You should make it contracted form. So it becomes won't. Correct? Shall not is shan't. I think it's clear. Now negative form is I will not return home. Question is, will I return home? Why will I return home? Very easy. Next. Come to the fifth paragraph. Here comes someone running. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. The king turned round and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. Here comes someone is running. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. So whom did he see? He saw a man running towards them. The king turned round and saw. Whom did he see? He saw a bearded man. Man is a noun. Bearded. Beard means gadda. Bearded man. ಗಡ್ಡವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುವಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. So bearded partial species adjective. What kind of man? The word bearded describes the man. So describing word is adjective. He saw a bearded man. Didn't he? Tag. Running towards them. So he was running towards these two people, king and the hermit. His hands were pressed against his stomach, both the hands. Pressing his hands against his stomach, he came running. ಒತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯನ್ನು ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. From which, ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯಿಂದ, from which blood was flowing. Blood was flowing. Flow present tense, flowed past tense, flowed past participle, flowed. Blood was flowing. That means the wound was bleeding. When he reached the king, it's also subordinate clause. It's also dependent clause. When he reached the king, what happened? We don't know. It's not a complete sentence. It gives half meaning. It depends on the next sentence. He fainted. Faint means lose consciousness. Prajnatappu anta. He fainted. He lost consciousness. Meaning is given there. Where? In the page number 36. Faint. Lost consciousness. Faint. Lose consciousness. Fainted. Lost consciousness. So he fainted means he lost consciousness. That means he became unconscious and fell to the ground. So what made him fall to the ground? The bleeding. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing. What did the king do? King removed the man's clothing. Who was that man? The bearded man, who came pressing his hand against his stomach and found a large wound in his stomach. So when they removed his clothing, they found a large wound in his stomach. Someone wounded him. Someone stabbed him. The king washed and covered it. It means the wound with his handkerchief. So what did the king do? Immediately, within a fraction of a second, he had to take a decision. So what decision did he take? He took his handkerchief and cover opposite. Cover if it is a verb, cover, uncover. Covered the wound with his handkerchief. But what is the result? Just opposite. What is the expected result? Stoppage of what? Blood. But here, the blood would not stop flowing. Why? Because it is a deep wound, maybe. It is a large wound, it's given there. Would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. So when the king redressed the wound again and again, it stopped. Now they were successful in what? Stopping the flow of blood. Correct? I think you understood the lesson. Now write down some questions. Frame a sentence using the word put on. Put on. Frame a sentence. Then, whom did the king decide to meet? Second. What was the hermit doing when the king visited his hut? Why did the king take the spade from the hermit? Who came running towards the king and hermit? Why? So these are the questions. So try to answer the questions. Okay, Sai Ram.